with the beautiful scenery of the Days Inn in Beaver, Utah, right behind me. First stop on the road trip to Council Bluffs. Driven about 3 hours. It's going to take about 12 today and about 8 tomorrow, and then I'll get to Council Bluffs. By the way, didn't mention this. So this is Wednesday in real life, but this video is going up Friday. The content will be better in Council Bluffs. All of the stories and arguments at the table and some huge all-ins and things like that. The scenery, if you like the channel for the Vegas scenery, the scenery will be way worse. There's the overgrown grass in what used to be the par 3 course at Harrah's that is just turned into like a field for deer in the middle of the night. There's the train tracks. There's the smokestacks. There's not a ton. So the content will increase, how interesting it is, how exciting it is. The scenery will decrease just a little bit, so be ready for that. And of course, I held out as long as I could, but this is a road trip, so I need to do something. Much better. Now at least the next hour or so won't be incredibly boring with the cigar. And one more thing before I get going. Now I can keep driving. I got off exit 119, which means I'm 119 miles east of the Utah-Colorado border. And I'm about halfway, I think a little more than halfway, to the Airbnb I'm going to be at tonight. About 12 hours tonight, about 8 hours tomorrow. And then I'll be in Council Bluffs. And these are the things I'm willing to do to find a good poker game. Third and final stop for today, for Wednesday. I said at the last stop I stopped at exit 119. It was exit 19, and this is pretty close to 119. I think it's like 121. There's this river behind me. Not gonna get better scenery than this. So here we go. Yeah, this is it. Got like 3 hours left, and I'm gonna make it to the Airbnb, and then wake up tomorrow outside Denver and drive to Council Bluffs and start playing. I've actually made this drive before. My first spring break of law school, I didn't have a room on the road. I drove from Lincoln, Nebraska to Vegas and back, no room. On the way there, I stopped at Blackhawk and played, slept in my car for like 2 hours, and then drove into Vegas. On the way back, it was much more exciting. I played all day, so I checked out of the Rio someday in March 2018 at, you know, the 11 a.m. checkout on a Friday. Played all day Friday, so it's like 3 a.m. Saturday. I'm tired, I played all day. I start driving back from Vegas to Lincoln. I drove for a few hours, couldn't really stay awake, stopped at a gas station, went to sleep in my car. Drove a few more hours. When I woke up at like 5 p.m, stopped at a Burger King, went to sleep in my car. Kept driving, it got really dark. At around midnight, stopped at a La Quinta, not to get a room, to sleep in my car in a safe area when it was dark. Woke up, kept driving. At around 6 a.m, I got to a McDonald's outside Denver, and I got McDonald's and then went to sleep in my car. And then when I woke up at like 10 a.m, just drove the rest of the way. It's only like 8 hours more back to Lincoln. So didn't spend money on hotels on the way there or back. I think it was my second biggest week in terms of hours, like 85 hours or something. I'll put it on the screen right around here. I think AC is my biggest in terms of hours, but I think that spring break was my second biggest. And yeah, so these are some of the things I do for poker.